Hello people! My name is Ginny Metheral and I am a 4th generation witch. I know, I've been a witch for a long time, haven't I? Today's video is going to concentrate on one of my favourite times of the year. I do love the autumn. This time of the year, of course, the autumn equinox, which the Wiccans know as that magical feast of Mabon. So in today's video, I want to show you my take on Mabon and a couple of kitchen witchery recipes for you to serve at your Mabon feast. So this is my celebration of the equinox. Mabon this year falls on the 22nd of September, is of course the equinox, which is Latin for equal night. Many cultures from around the world, they have their harvest festival set around the equinoctial time. Apart from the American Thanksgiving, because that wasn't actually about harvest, it was about the successful completion of the summer. But they had it very late to the party at the end of November. Not quite sure why that was. The Wiccans hold Mabon as the equinoctial feast in their Wheel of the Year. This is a feast that was actually created as part of this autumnal harvest tradition by Gerald Gardner, that very famous pagan, in the 1970s. So Mabon is a fairly new pagan festival. However, it does hark back to the other harvest festivals from every culture in the world at this time of year. Of all the Wheel of the Year feast days, Mabon really is the one about celebration and thanks. Thanks for the harvest, thanks for what the fruits of your labours have gathered in. And therefore it is pure, let's get together and party. This year, September 2021, the full moon falls on the 20th of September, which is 2 days before the Feast of Mabon. Now this gives the modern witch an excellent opportunity to use full moon magic in her Mabon celebrations. So the first thing that I am going to do for the Festival of Mabon is make moon water on the night of the 20th. I'm going to add to my moon water some essence of lavender. Lavender promotes health, happiness, love and peace. And this is a great advantage to your moon water because I'm then going to sprinkle it on my threshold, possibly on my guests, and over my doorways to give extra oomph to those people as they walk through my Mabon door. Amulets of lavender were carried in the olden days to protect against negativity. So this moon water will help promote happiness and banish negativity from my party. I'm also going to use the full moon to make some tomato relish. This is going to go with some Herby soda bread that I'm going to make for my celebration. So I'm going to pick my tomatoes on the day of the full moon to make my relish. Tomatoes were known in the olden days as love apples. They are of course there for friendship, love, happiness, and contain a lot of moon magic. The round shape of the tomato obviously mimicking that of the moon. Tomatoes were once known as the love apple, and they have a really great energy, particularly when given to friends and family at a feast. They promote love and happiness, and eating tomatoes brings people together. That is their natural energy. And also there is a hint of passion and creativity involved when eating tomatoes. Well, it can bring that energy to the fore in your life. So this is a perfect recipe, I think, for my celebrations. The recipe is simplicity itself. Roughly chop 500 grams of tomatoes. Next, finely chop and dice 1 red onion and add the tomatoes and the onion to a pot. The third ingredient is 4 finely chopped cloves of garlic. I'm going to add a teaspoon of chili flakes, but you don't have to. This is 250 ml of cider vinegar. Finally, 125 grams of sugar. Bring the ingredients together and place on a slow heat until it's bubbling. Simmer for 40 minutes, stirring frequently to prevent sticking. Cool and place in sterilised jars, and it will keep for about 3 weeks. To go with my tomato relish, I want to show you a really quick Herby soda bread. Part of the Herby soda bread's correspondences are love, happiness, peacefulness and wealth, all of which goes incredibly well with the tomato relish. I'm picking thyme for this recipe, but you could use whichever herb you like. In a bowl, place 50 grams of porridge oats, 250 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and 1 of salt, 25 grams of melted butter and 250 millilitres of buttermilk. Combine to form a very sticky dough and then add your chopped herbs, stirring in well. Place on a flat baking sheet and bake at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Eat fresh from the oven with plenty of butter and the tomato relish. And in fact, it was so good that when I got my family to eat it, this is what happened after 5 minutes of putting it in front of them. My September Coven meeting is coming up on the 9th at 4 p.m. Should you wish to join us, do go to www.patreon.com/Ginny Metheral for details. Thank you for all my patrons who have supported me on this channel. This month's crop is, as we see just here. I'm so grateful to you supporting me, as it enables me to keep making these videos. Do check out my Instagram for all those times when I'm not on YouTube. I do post a lot there. In the meantime, I would be really grateful if you could give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you next week.